Hello, everybody. Welcome to Crackers and Milk. Welcome to another episode of Shooting the Breeze with Mike and Dave. Mike is in a relaxed mode right now because we are finally sitting. We are sitting on lazy boys or recliners.
Oh yeah.
And he just gets to relax, which is good. So this episode that we're going to talk about is the alliance. Just for a laugh, Jim agrees to an alliance with Dwight regarding the downsizing rumors, Meredith's birthdays, well, the next one on the list, Oscar's nephew's walkathon. So funny.
I think this is probably one of the most memorable episodes for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I it's just the whole Lionsville.
Yeah.
Dwight getting in a box. Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh my goodness.
What is he doing?
Yeah. That one's funny.
I mean,
like, how Jim convinces him to get in a box.
Yep, you got to get in a box.
Yeah.
Because what are they patterning this show after? Is this like Survivor?
Yeah, I think Survivor.
After Survivor,
I think more Survivor.
Most of the camera crew comes from Survivor. That's
really?
Yeah, that's the show they did before they came to the office was Survivor. So this whole documentary following people around.
They understood how to do it.
They understood how to do that kind of look.
See, like I said in episode 1 of this, of Shooting the Breeze, this was the one that hooked me. Because it was so funny.
It is so good.
Jim was funny, Dwight was funny in this one where, oh my goodness.
Pam shines in it. She gets in on the action. Oh.
And you can see, you could buy into that relationship with Jim wanting a relationship with Pam.
Yeah.
You could see that. You could see that Jim really cares.
Well,
and Jim wants her.
Right. When they're tricking Dwight into this whole alliance thing, she comes out with her own little trying to trick him.
Yeah.
This little part she plays, and she comes over to Jim and says, I've been in meetings and they've been having me write stuff down about people and da-da-da-da-da. And she walks off and Dwight is just like so happy that he overheard this conversation. And then it cuts to Jim in that office and he's like, it was all her.
All her.
She's just so great. And that's where he's revealed to everyone that he likes her a lot.
Oh yeah, he does.
And he just stops talking after that. Oh, crap.
Yeah. And he just looks at the crew like, oh my gosh, I just revealed to you what I do.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
And that, at the conclusion of the episode, she and him are laughing, he's holding her hand, and, gosh, how am I blanking?
Wait, he's holding her hand?
He's leaned over, they're holding hands as they're giggling.
Oh.
This awkward, weird hand-holding thing, which Jenna Fisher talks about in her podcast, how it was just awkward. But they wanted that, the director wanted a
connection.
Feel like a connection was happening. But the way they were holding hands, and then, what's her boyfriend's name? What's her fiance? Roy.
Oh, cop in the field.
Yeah, he comes in and he's freaking out, and anyway, so yes, this episode has romance, it has humor, it has these stupid silly pranks. It's got, I think that's why it's one of the most memorable. People just remember, the alliance.
And then one thing I found kind of funny rewatching this was Michael's line about the difference between him and Donald Trump.
Oh yeah.
I was like,
that's right.
Climate now, today.
Yeah.
Donald Trump, nobody likes him. And he goes, difference between me and Donald Trump is I get no pleasure out of saying the words, you're fired. You're fired.
For me, everyone would be hired. And then he starts thinking about it. He's like, well, I guess you couldn't hire everyone, because you have to base it on how they would work.
And then Dwight having the water cooler moved to his desk.
Because all the chit chat happens over the water cooler.
You get information over there.
Yep.
And then with Michael trying to do the morality boost or moral boost, when he asked Pam to come in, he's like, "Oh, I got this great idea. Let's celebrate somebody's birthday."
Oh yeah. And she's just sitting there.
Like, who is it?
There is nobody for this month. Okay, the next one. Meredith.
Yes.
That drum roll, he's used that in other episodes. It is so annoying. In other episodes, he doesn't just do he uses his mouth. What the heck, dude?
And then after that, I think you get the line where you put down where he says, absolutely I do.
Absolutely,
where Dwight comes and says, "Hey, do you want to form an alliance?"
Yeah, because there's downsizing.
We need an
alliance.
alliance.
We need an alliance together.
And then Jim's sitting there listening to Dwight, and he's like, "Absolutely, I do." And then he goes, "At that moment, I was so happy." I mean, everything Dwight does annoys me.
And here he comes. This whole absolutely I do. I love it because when Dwight goes to when he leaves the office and goes to Connecticut, and Pam uses it when he's gone, and she in the sitting head she says, "I learned from Jim, whenever you're asked if you wanted to do something secret with Dwight, you respond, absolutely I do."
And then when the party planning committee was doing the things, they're like, "Well, we could do streamers." Oh, okay. Well, what
color?
Red, green. Pam's like, "I like green." Green's kind of whorish. Angela says green's kind of whorish, and you're like, "What?" And then next scene you go to Pam.
Yes.
Pam's like, "Well, I said let's flip a coin," and Angela said, I don't gamble." And she's like, "She was gambling. I wouldn't smack her."
Yes.
Just started laughing.
Oh, it's so good.
And then
that was so beautifully written. That was perfect.
So awesome. And then they're sitting there talking about it, and Mike comes in and goes, "Mint chocolate chip." Well, ice cream.
Yeah,
ice cream, chocolate chip, and cake. That's the cake he wants.
Yep.
Is the mint chocolate chip
ice cream cake. Yeah.
Ice cream cake.
You can get from like 31 flavors. Baskin Robbins or something.
And then they're like, "Well, Meredith is lactose intolerant." Well, it's not all about Meredith.
Even though it's her birthday. It's so good.
So funny.
Michael's such a jerk.
Yeah.
It's all about him. Okay, we're doing this party. And this is going to lift morale. And it's my idea. And this is how we're going to do it. Oh, Meredith's allergic to it? Screw this, man. Oh.
And then, the one question. So, Dwight and Jim.
Yeah.
Dwight always suspects Jim to be teasing him.
Yeah.
All these pranks.
Right.
And then he goes, "But why does he trust? No, why does he trust him
during the alliance period?"
Yeah, and like that was the one thing I think it definitely was answered because Dwight actually asked him. He's like, "Well, I don't know."
That's right.
You tell me.
You tell me. Should
and
I trust Jim?
Ooh, I wouldn't.
Right.
I wouldn't trust Jim at all.
No.
If I was you, no way.
Not a chance.
Yeah, because Jim has this history of teasing me. Why would I do that?
Why would I trust him?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the still, since we're big Office fans and we see it till the end,
Mm-hmm.
Dwight, when Dwight breaks up with, or Angela breaks up with Dwight and he's crying in the stairwell, and Jim sits with him.
Yeah.
You can, and they've been on sales calls together, so they're, I think there's still a little bit of trust there, even though he pranks him all the time. I think Dwight still considers Jim a friend. And so I think that's why I think it's so hard for Dwight, and he's so angry, and even at one point in the series wants Jim fired for lying about jury duty, right? Because this guy is good at kind of being my friend for some things, but he's just a punk.
And I think the one episode that really shows us that is in season 9.
Yep.
Where it's the Schrute Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And Dwight is so mad that Jim leaves.
Yeah.
And
so mad.
Just so mad, and you're just like, but he comes back and he breaks the pig bone and all that stuff, and then you could see that smile on Dwight where it was like, like they are friends.
They're friends.
They're real good friends.
They're really good friends.
Even though, like, Jim really is, when you look at what he does, it's funny.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's kind of rude.
It's very rude.
Very rude to a coworker to do all that stuff. Yeah. And Dwight, at the same time, like, his character kind of, I think the best thing that Jim does say at one point, he does deserve it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not all the time.
Not
because
all the time.
Dwight's so sincere.
Dwight's sincere, yep.
And, like, I think that's what they really do capture that with Dwight all the time, is his sincerity.
Very. Very
sincere, very caring about about the workplace, but also about Jim and Michael and Pam. I think he really does care. I know he cares about Angela, but, like, at the same time he cares about making sure Oscar comes to work.
Yeah.
Oh, why aren't you at work? Oh, because I'm sick. Wait a minute, are you really sick? I gotta come and check you out. Like, with Dwight saying, eventually in a later episode, he wants to be buried, like, or whatever, he doesn't mind dying.
Dying at the office.
Yeah, it's like, Dwight is... He loves it, and everybody we know loves something. Yeah. Like, to me, I know you love Sheena. I know you love your kids. You don't have it. You don't have them. You like filming.
Yeah.
You love doing that.
Right.
If you could get paid big bucks for doing that,
do it all the time.
You would do it all the time. You wouldn't have another job.
Yep.
You wouldn't do it. You're doing it just because I like doing this.
That's right.
And to me, like, that's what podcasting is.
Yep.
It's like, I like it.
Right.
I like it a lot. And I'd rather do this than whatever else I need to go do.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's like, I can see that. Like, we all love something that out there. And Dwight shows us that we are that way with certain things. He's a nerd with paper.
Yep.
But we're all nerds with something.
Yeah. He's a nerd with selling.
Mm-hmm.
I love, because throughout all the seasons, right? The whole, when he's the manager for a day and he's like, where does paper come from?
Yeah.
Manure.
He starts way basic and does it.
Right? Or when he's talking to Angela and she's like, I can't look you in the eye. He's like, well, look right here at my forehead. It's an old salesman trick. Like, he knows his job. He knows his trade.
Yeah.
He loves it. And you're like, he's so sincere, and he really wants Jim to be his friend, I think.
I think so too.
I think he really does.
And I think
he's given Jim every opportunity. The alliance, this is going to be the spark that'll ignite our friendship.
And I think he does that with Michael too.
Yeah.
Like, he tries to build that friendship with Michael, but Michael's like, ugh.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Right.
I just don't like you.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah. Sorry.
Anyway, I love being able to go into other parts of the love the show.
And then
talk about that.
The other thing with Michael and donating.
Oh, yes.
I loved it when he's like, who donated the hospital wing? When he just thinks like, it's only $25, maybe for 18, maybe 20 miles, but that's not enough to say, I donated this whole hospital
That's
wing.
right. Everyone, so good. Alliance, go watch it.
Yes. Go watch it. It is a fun episode, but that was our 15 minutes. Have a great day. Please check us out. We're on YouTube and most every other podcasting channel. So thank you. Yep.